so much for coming. I'm nervous as hell because I only decided to do this 3 hours ago. The opportunity presented itself.
So we're gonna rewind a bit. In case some of you have come to support Jivy and Shanann, unfortunately they can't make it. One had a family issue, and the other, their good friend passed away unexpectedly. So he's processing that. And Francesca kindly reached out to fill in one of those two spots. So Francesca Murray.
I have no idea why I did that, but I thought, oh, there is an opening in the universe, and maybe I should step in. So here I am. As a result of that, I'm sharing an old story, but my journey has since evolved tenfold. However, this kind of highlights a little bit about me. Hopefully in the next talk, I'll talk about the rest. My name is Francesca Murray. I'm formerly a Microsoft certified specialist, business analyst, and project manager. I'm currently the founder of Brothers in Arms Building Better Lives, a free program for men. I'm also a single stay-at-home mom whom have just begun a wonderful public speaking career. Literally. As well as, so I've just begun a wonderful public speaking career, as well as coaching clients where I guide clients through their inner work journeys from their head to their hearts, unpacking their subconscious beliefs and patterns that often sabotage their ability to prosper and thrive. I'm also a contributing writer to the movie The Power of the Heart blog called Living from the Heart, which is the story of my journey from the head to the heart. I have healed my own manic depression, anxiety, bipolar disorder, suicidal tendencies, and dissolved the majority of my ego pain-body connection, which often kept me stuck to the karmic cycles of suffering. And today I have love, joy, and peace in my life. Today I flow from higher consciousness. However, it wasn't always this way. As a young girl, I grew up in a home and culture of physical and sexual abuse. And at the age of 13, my mom fled my dad's violence, and I was left to fend for myself. I became a part of the abuse cycle, carrying on traditions of limiting beliefs, of guilt, shame, and fear that resulted in poor judgment and a lack of knowledge on how to have healthy relationships. It would take a few more failed relationships and even more abuse, hearing every day, "You fat, ugly pig, stupid cunt, fat piece of shit." Those were just some of the verbal abuse, and eventually led to depression, memory loss, confusion, suicidal attempts, and almost ending up on the streets before I realized I had to end the cycle. Yet I still knew nothing about abuse or mental illness having a cycle. I've also learned since that everything is a mirror, there to teach us something about ourselves. And if we choose to extract that wisdom, we can actually evolve in our journeys. My own mental health issues surfaced in my relationships. I didn't even know I had them. I screamed back in defense. I thought it was defense. At my partners, at my children, but to no avail. I hit my son and called the cops on myself. it was clear I had done something I was horribly against. I had become my parents. I was scared, didn't understand what was happening to me or what it was. I was lost and experiencing flashbacks. I felt powerless and full of shame and fearful. I thought no one would believe me. And I would lose my children, my dignity, and my life. Then one day I realized that my older children were repeating the same cycle. Fearing that my youngest daughter, Charlotte, would make the same choices I did, I lost my soul. I hit bottom. I couldn't feel my connection anymore. That was my tipping point, and I began plotting my escape. I fled to a homeless shelter with my 2-year-old daughter. I escaped, ending my 40-year threshold of a lifetime of abuse from men and women in my life. It wasn't easy, but I did it. And 5 years later, I'm truly happy to be here with you today. I have healed myself through a deep inner work journey from my head to my heart. And as I evolved in my journey, in my deep, unconditional empathy towards men, I have come to recognize that they too do not know how to heal these behaviors, most of which have become habitual. They too are disconnected and acting out of alignment from their higher selves for reasons similar to others: abuse, trauma, neglect, suicide, and a treacherous belief that being aggressive is what real men do. I recognize that they are humans too and weren't born this way. Martin Luther King said, "Men need to be taught moral solutions and be guided back to their inner reality. And they need to wake up their consciousness as it is currently asleep and redeem their moral lag." It inspired me to create this quote. I recognize that humanity need to be taught conscious solutions and be guided back to their inner reality. And we need to wake up our consciousness as it is currently asleep and redeem our spiritual lag. Only when this happens, we can talk and seek fair compromise and truth where we see it. Our world has always been filled with great men who are healed men and healers, leaders. Buddha, Jesus, Sai Baba, Martin Luther King, and I like to put John Lennon in there because I love John Lennon. Imagine all the people, Gandhi. And despite the extremes of violence they have experienced, they chose to wake up their consciousness instead. These are men whom have learned that loneliness is far more powerful than physical threat. They have all experienced it, and they all choose nonviolence. When we learn how to flow from our higher consciousness, we redeem the spiritual and moral leg and secure our moral ends through moral means. Living from the heart has put me on a mission to provide men and women with a space where they can come in to heal without judgment and labels, and learn the art of flowing from higher consciousness. In April 2017, Brothers in Arms Building Better Lives successfully launched its free program for men. And my overwhelming desire to live on the streets because I was too afraid to go home because of men has turned into a desire filled with unconditional love and empathy as I look forward to helping them heal, giving them compassion and rehabilitation and hope, with an opportunity for peace, love, and equality in the raising of their children, so that their children can experience fathers who are the best version of themselves. I also provide the same opportunity for women. Through my inner work program that's designed to guide clients to self-mastery, resulting in coherence in their inner worlds and outer worlds, so that their energy, frequency, and vibration can become one with the energy, frequency, and vibration of the universe. I have a dream. Francesca Murray. Thank you so much.
Thank you.